No problem. I'm gonna pull up the.
Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna pull up Facebook so we could see what they're
When were we
looking
supposed to
like
go live?
live.
We're supposed to go live at 2, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Go. Okay, yeah, we're live.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I see the Facebook. Cool. So let's just wait
All right.
for some people. We got 2 viewers. I'm assuming one of those is me.
Just do small talk or just talk about random stuff, like what we were just talking about.
Yeah,
until
no
more people
problem.
pop
No
in.
worries.
We got this.
All right, guys, enjoy.
Thanks,
Thank
Nick.
you. So, what do you think about the day so far? I've been watching since 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in and out of most of them. I had lunch a little while ago, but like I love the expos, honestly. And the fact that now it's just like even more convenient to me is like, yeah, I love this. Like,
Yeah, I agree with what Nick just said. He like putting together the live events is, I mean, tremendous amounts of labor in order to just put it together. And now the audience is only so much.
hi Lillian, hi Ellie. Welcome, guys. Have you guys been to the events before, or is this your first Nick Tang event? There's like a slight delay too, so you have to allow for people. Okay. Oh, first, nice.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Where are you guys out of? Are you guys out of New Jersey or out of state?
By the way, guys, you guys don't have to end like within your time. You can keep running as long as you want. All right.
No problem.
Whenever you're ready, just close it. All right. I just want to let you know.
Perfect.
No problem.
Wow, you're from the Midwest. Rob says he went to one in last November. You went to the live one, right? Well, we got something really exciting for you guys, and we think it's going to be a tremendous value for all of you, no matter where you're from, what market you're investing into. We just believe that our topic is going to be about investing and partnering with realtors in order to do more deals. And so it doesn't matter what market you're in. One of the key things is that for me was about leveraging. And, I mean, looking for deals, John, was in the beginning was really rough because I only knew about the realtor world, a lot of retail, but how were we going to get deals that were investable, let's say? And, we could go about it many methods, marketing, billboards, signs, whatever. But the difficulty was that, getting quality leads and at what cost? That was always the issue. So we're going to talk a lot about this, and we're going to show you guys how we're doing business and where we're at with investing, and let's just take it from there and type in the questions that you guys may have, and let's get going forward. So who are we? We're an investing company. We're called Results Only. We help individuals that invest in buy and hold and fix and flip properties. Our primary market is in New Jersey. However, a lot of our strategies can be used anywhere across the nation. So our vision is really to be the company of choice for the American dream of home ownership and financial well-being through real estate investing. And our mission is really to be the industry leader in residential investment education, business systems and models for agents, for investors, and also for the general public. So I'll just give you guys a little bit about myself. My wife and I, we've been real estate agents since 2002. Very successful as agents, built a very big team. Then my wife, she ended up buying a brokerage. The brokerage is running roughly somewhere around 220, 225 agents out of that operation. But what happened was after about a decade of agents and brokerage side of the business, I went to a seminar, and at that seminar, I just wanted to get more information on how to do more agent deals. But there was this one segment, and the sign, they have this like easel outside the door that said real estate investing. So I wanted to go in there, and at that very time, my thought process was, how am I going to get more investor clients so I could broker more deals? So that was the reason I went into that room. So while at that room, this is what I got. The first thing this person said, John, let's go to the next slide, and then we could come back. This is the first thing the guy teaching told us, that 95% of all real estate agents don't own an investment property in the past, present, and most likely the future, which we're trying to change. But around 90 to 95%. That means that majority of the real estate agents are giving away deals instead of investing in deals. Now, I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. It's just that, look, if I'm going to broker 10 deals, why aren't I buying at least 3 of them for my wealth building? You see? So that's the first thing I took away from that statistic. And the bigger statistic is that around 90% of the people, legal status in America, they don't own an investment property other than their primary, or they're still renting. That means that about the 80 to 90 percentile of the real estate that is owned investment wise is owned by corporations, by investors like a lot of you on the call, and also ourselves, Wall Street, hedge funds, and also foreign investment. About 80 to 90%. That means that while real estate, we all know that it is probably the best investment for the average person in America to build their wealth, they're not doing anything about it. So guess what happened when I was sitting in that room at that seminar about real estate investing? I saw those statistics and I pointed to myself. I was the real estate agent that didn't own an investment property. I was one of those people in America of legal status, didn't own an investment property. I only owned my own primary residence at that time. That's when I knew the investment market was a massive market. So let's go back, John. Fast forward, I decided I was going to invest in real estate. So my wife and I, what we did was we took all of our agent money, all of our savings, and we started investing into real estate. Our number one thing was that we wanted to buy and hold for rental income, because we didn't need the money from our investments, because we were already making money prior to from our brokerage and our real estate agent sales and team operations. So we didn't really need the money from the investing that we were going to do. We were just doing it for our future. So we started buying traditional real estate because that's all we knew. Buying 25% down, getting the conventional mortgage. And when we got to property somewhere around 7 or 8, what happened was, I don't know why we weren't thinking of it. We started to look down at the bank account and we were like, holy cow, if we keep putting 25% down, buying a traditional conventional loan, what was going to happen is that we were going to run out of cash in order to keep buying, because our original goal was to get to 45 properties. So at 45 properties, our thinking was that if we just net cash flow somewhere around $800 to $1,000 per property, so we decided on the low end, at 45 properties, at $800 per property, we would get to the goal of $35,000 net cash flow. So that's what we were after in that sector of our business at that time. The thing is that when we got to number 7 or number 8, we knew we were going to run out of 25% pretty quick if we were to continue investing traditionally. So what happened was that we were stuck there for probably about a half a year. We were still looking for deals, but we weren't moving as quick as we were when we started. So long story short, I ended up meeting one of my old friends, and I spoke to him. I basically asked him, look, what is it that you're doing now? Because I knew what kind of job he had before. And he told me that he doesn't work there anymore. I lost contact with him about 5-6 years, that he actually bought about 65 properties in that span of 5 to 6 years, multifamilies. And he said he was roughly somewhere between 12 to 1,500 per property net. So I did the low end. I did a math on the low end at 1,200, and I the first thought I had was times 60, even though he had 65. So his portfolio was yielding over $72,000 net cash flow every month. And I said to myself, man, that's what I'm trying to do. But how the heck did he do 65 properties in 5 years? And I'm stuck at 6, 7, 8, and I can't figure out how to get it beyond that or to scale that. So I ended up, long story short, doing an internship with my friend. I had to find 15 properties, give him all the deals, give his real estate agent all the commissions. I literally made no money on those 15 deals. And that's how I learned what I consider, and I named it, non-traditional real estate investing. So traditional is what most agents know. Non-traditional is what most of the investors that you see on Nick's event, I consider most of it non-traditional real estate and investing. And through that, that's how that's going on 8 years now. And year to date, 2020, I'm closing in on 90 properties inside of our portfolio. Besides what we flip, and besides what we broker, and besides what we wholesale on a yearly basis. But we were able to scale it to 97 properties. And my final goal, at least for now, is 125 multifamily properties in the portfolio. And that's what we're looking to do. So our criteria really is to find properties that can net cash flow $800 per property. I don't have any other requirements, cap rate, ROI, or any of the terms that you guys are all familiar with. I just don't think about that. If it gives me somewhere around 800 to 1,000, and I like the area, I like the property, we're going to buy it. So that's where we stand in terms of our portfolio now. And one of our biggest things now is that in the last couple of years, we developed a results-only platform in order to help more people like yourselves, specifically real estate agents, and obviously the general public, in order to at least start buying real estate investments besides their primary residence. Because you know what? Like I said, for the average American person in America, it is the best investment long-term to build your financial wealth. All right. So let's keep going, John. So why should you partner with real estate agents? This is what I did. I said to myself, listen, number one, I'm not that good of a marketing person. I have an accounting background. I have no clue too much about marketing. So what I decided to do was that instead of doing what most realtors do, investors do, like they told me, David, start with mailers to certain groups, or go to the county sheriff, or do auctions, or do like they have these online auction sites or certain foreclosures. Listen, I already was running multiple businesses before. I just didn't have the time to put all that together and start extracting deals that way. So the number one way that I started extracting hot deals was that coming from the agent world, I knew right away that the number one group of people in real estate that see more hot deals than any other group, and that had extensive knowledge about local market, were real estate agents. So guess what I did? I started picking up the phone and I started prospecting real estate agents and just basically telling them that I'm an investor. This is what I'm looking for. These are the markets I'm interested in. And if you have any deal, doesn't matter if you think if it's a good deal, if it's an investor deal, if it's a retail deal, it doesn't matter. I want you to call me first. Then I just had a follow-up system on a yearly basis to just remind them of what I do, what I'm looking to buy, what markets I deal with. So that's when I started to get deals coming in. And the really cool part is that I always told them as the real estate agents, hey, you guys keep all the commission, which they loved. So guess what? After we do one deal or two deals or three deals, they started to talk to their peers inside their office or realtor friends that they knew, that they know somebody that is buying at a high level. And guess what? Just by word of mouth, I was over inundated with getting hot deals that I almost never had to market for real estate deals, whether it was, a great flip deal, whether it was a deal that I was buying and holding, whether it was a deal that, a lot of realtor deals we can wholesale. A lot of wholesalers or a lot of investors don't know that, you know what? There are a lot of deals if you have agents that understand the investing world, the non-traditional world, like I call it. They know exactly how we're structuring deals. And you know what? The number one thing is that we just get it closed for them. That's what they like. They love it. Right now, John, what are we looking for on a monthly basis? How many deals are we looking for at least to do that we buy? We're the end buyers. How many deals are we looking to buy every single month minimum?
At least 10.
Yeah, we're at least 10 to 15 deals minimum that we can take on at any given time every single month. So on a yearly basis, investable deals where we are the end buyers, we're looking for somewhere around 150 deals or more every single year, whether we're holding it or we're flipping it. But we're really like, we're like a 70-75% hold strategy and about 25-30% flip strategy. We don't flip too much because I realized from my agent days that, when I see flippers flip and they make 50 grand after capital gains, they don't make too much. I get it. I like the strategy, but if you absolutely don't need to flip for your living, like we didn't because we had realtor money, that buying and holding long term, you're crushing it. You're making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars more in cash flow, in depreciation, appreciation, and also in equity buy down, that if you hold it for 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to make hundreds of thousands more than flipping the property. So we just don't do too much of flipping, in our portfolio. Real estate agents, they gave me market insights and they gave me accurate data. I was listening, I forgot his name. I was listening to the realtor that was just before us from Signature, and he was talking about this, about accurate data. Like 90% of the wholesalers that we get deals from nowadays, they give very inaccurate data on ARVs. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. So listen, that's their research. But the number one thing I took from that is that I need to know my research in the local market. Like, I don't care what they tell me is the ARV. I need to know what my ARV is, so that way I know where I can purchase it, at what number. So there's tons of times I hear about 400, 450, 320 is the ARV. And I look at the price and I know my ARV and I know what I want to pay because I know what my construction cost is. I'm just not going to do the deal. Now, the deal very well can be a great deal for someone else, but I'm just not going to buy it and take a chance where the ARV is just not there. Number one, because if you're using hard money or you're using a loan, any loan, and it doesn't appraise, then you have a problem, right? Like your deal is going to die. The number one thing I hate to my realtors and to my wholesalers and to anyone who brings me a deal is that when I say I'm buying the deal, I hate to go back to them and tell them, listen, the deal is going to die or it's not going to work out. I just don't like doing that. If I say I'm going to buy it, I'm going to get the deal done. So if your word is your brand, I like saying that because that's your promise or that's your trust to the people giving you deals. You better be able to deliver or just don't get involved in the deal. All right. So number three is that I knew real estate agents on a higher level, the ones that are doing a lot of deals. They understand the sales process. They understand the, the contract process, the closing process. I just didn't have to, teach the learning curve to a lot of people where I was getting deals, and I got to teach them like how to structure the deal. Like I got to teach a lot of wholesalers how to structure the deal. I mean, I just didn't want to do that. If they don't know how to put the deal together, it gets very messy. So a lot of real estate agents, they know the basic process. They just don't understand wholesaling too much. I mean, a lot of them do, but most of them don't. So that's the only hiccup with real estate agents is that they don't understand assignable contracts, or for that matter, a lot of lawyers don't even understand the assignable process, which that's another story. But that's the only thing with real estate agents that I need to teach them if they're newer to the process of wholesaling and dealing in properties that have that process that I'm purchasing. They have networks for resources, so I don't have to think who's a good lawyer, who's a great lawyer, who's a great title company, inspectors, oil tanks, you name it. You get any high-producing agent that is doing a decent amount of business, they have their A list of vendors, and you know what? I just rely on them for it. I mean, even though I have the experience of it, but not every inspector works in every market. Not every contractor works in every market. Some contractors that work in North Jersey won't go to Central Jersey. So you have to have a pretty good network in order to build your business investing wise. And like I said, top agents, they just understand why investing is a great business and why they should be doing deals with me on a consistent basis. So once they have my lockdown criteria, what I'm buying and what I'm looking for, as soon as they come across it, they call me right away. David, listen, this is it. So watch what I'm going to tell you guys. All of you guys should be on the edge of your seat because I'm going to give you guys the secret of secrets with real estate agents. And you know what? I have never said this at a Nick Tang event. So I don't know if it's going to be something that everyone is going to start taking advantage of. But listen, I'm revealing it to all of you that is listening to us today. And here it is. Listen, real estate agents, all investors, when I started playing more in the investor world, kept saying that they don't want to deal with realtors because the deals they have are always on the market. You guys all know what I mean by that, right? Like they list the property, they put it on the MLS, they have listing agreements, they have it, blasted everywhere as a realtor. But this is what I discovered very fast. All real estate deals are off-market deals before they are on market with real estate agents. Let me say that again. All real estate deals with agents are off-market deals before they are on-market deals. The key is that, do you have the relationship with the real estate agents, the key relationships, to let you know, hey, John, listen, I know this is what you're looking for. I'm going to have it up on the market in about 2 weeks. I'm just giving you insight into the deal, and I want to know if you're definitely interested. I have the whole pro forma for you. Did you guys hear what I just said? So anybody that tells you you can't get great deals from agents, or that they're always dealing in deals that are on market, it's not true. Most, if not all, like I said, all great deals, in my opinion, with agents and realtors are off-market deals. They just don't tell you about it because you don't have the relationship for them to present it to you long before. Like, I get all kinds of foreclosure deals. I get all kinds of off-market deals from agents before they become on market because I have the relationship. And this is what we're teaching investors. Like, if you want great off-market deals from the largest group of people that can show you deals, which are agents, you need to start developing better relationships with them into the future, long-term ones. Start networking with them. There's tons of them that come to Nick's events. Have any of you taken down their information and start that conversation? And what's your long-term relationship system for building that relationship? So come on, John, let's keep going. All right, guys, this is how you can partner with agents like ourselves. First of all, I want you guys to know you got to interview agents better if you're going to partner with agents. You know, not all agents are created experience-wise equally. So not only experience as an agent, but you need realtors who are experienced in the investing world, in the non-traditional investing world. They need to know structures of deals, how we do it, no money down deals, assignable contracts, hard money. I don't really like the term hard money. It's just a conventional loan with different terms, if you ask me. So you need agents that are well experienced in both worlds. So with us, you can definitely give us, if you have hot deals, you're a wholesaler, you're a realtor, or you know what, you're just a general person that have deals that you're knocking on doors. We're always buying deals. Like we said earlier, John told you, we're buying 10 plus properties every single month as the end buyer. Okay. Now, also, I told you guys that we're also an office of over 200 agents in our office, and we have a huge department in our brokerage that deals only with real estate investing. So a lot of our agents have hot deals. Now, the thing is that I can't buy every one of them. As much as I would love to, I just can't. So we're always looking for key people who are end buyers that want to hold, that want to flip, and also may want to wholesale and do deals with us, that we have hot deals for you and your investing business. Number two is that we're always looking for capital partners, and also people who want a partnership with us on joint ventures with flips and hold deals. Here's one of the key things that I want to tell the real estate agents out there and also the wholesalers out there. Not one time in the history of my investing career in 8 years did I ever go behind the back of any wholesaler in my investing career. And I'm telling you, if you're going to get into the wholesaling game, just don't do it. If you can't make your numbers work with the numbers that the wholesaler is bringing you the deal, you know what? or you can't negotiate where both of you have a win-win deal, listen, just don't do the deal. Don't go behind the back of people and try to do something else or recreate the deal or speak to the seller direct. Just don't do it. Your reputation will become very bad very fast in the investing community, and you'll never get deals again from both realtors and from wholesalers. So just don't do it. Okay. Number two, as real estate agents, we always give you the full commission. As a matter of fact, if you are extremely good with getting extremely great deals for us, we will pay you commissions above and beyond what you see out there, you know, your 4, 5, 6%ers, above and beyond what the normal, let's say, industry practices are, above and beyond. You will make so much more money on a deal basis from the front end and the back end if we're flipping it, that, you know what? You're going to make so much more money per deal that, you know what? A lot of our realtors on a deal basis, they make more money in 10 deals than if they did 30 deals. This is a fact. And I have HUDs to prove what I'm talking about. And lastly, let me just stick this in there that, look, if you're in the investing world, my opinion is it's not necessary, but just my opinion, if you want to fuse the both worlds of an agent and being a great investor, you can increase your profits by 40% the way we can teach people how to fuse being an agent and an investor all in one. You will increase your profits about 40% per deal. So this is how you can partner with us as agents, as wholesalers, as investors. You know, we've been doing this for 8 years now, teaching this kind of stuff for the last 2-3 years. And we're taking a lot of people, whether you're a realtor, whether you're in the real estate industry, whether you're a wholesaler, whether you're a flipper, and the general public. We're building wealth for a lot of people. And, you know, it's up to you guys. This is what we do. How do they contact us, John?
Information is right here.
This is it. I'm giving you my personal cell phone number. Forget emailing me because it's in spam and this and that. Listen, this is my cell phone number. Text me, David. I was on the event with Nick Tang, and you know what? I heard you speak. This is what I do. How do we get involved in what you do? Whether you're an agent, whether you want to give us deals, whether you want to buy deals, whether you want to flip, wholesale, hold, whatever it is that you're looking to do, you know, we're there to build real estate out to be something for, like I said, the real estate community and for the general public. Now, if you want to become a real estate agent, our director of career development is Isabel Henriquez. That's her phone number. That's her email. So you guys should take a picture snapshot so that way you don't lose it. Our information. You guys good? Let's do questions, John.
I've been answering most of the questions that people have had as we go. Do you guys have any specific questions to ask to David? There's a question, David. Do you work in Central Jersey?
All day long. From Plainfield, we can work Atlantic, Burlington County, all the way to Hudson County. Show us what you got. We love multifamilies. 2 to 4 families is our bread and butter. But if you have, the only thing we don't do is commercial. Commercial in the terms of like, if you have retail and then you have apartments upstairs or straight retail. We just don't do it. We can do small multifamilies in terms of above 4 units, like your 5 to 10, 12 units. Above that, we just don't deal with it. Ellie, do me a favor. Just text me if you're getting your real estate license soon. Just text me after this event or sometime today, and just text me, and then I'll make the connection so that way you can get all the proper information on what we do from the investing front and also the agent front. Only New Jersey or out of state. We don't do out of state, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I know a lot of these awesome speakers and investors on Nick's event today. They do a lot of out of state. The reason we don't do out of state is because there is enough real estate in New Jersey, doesn't matter the price point, to fit my strategy for my investing goals. Like, I'll give you an example. We're buying multifamilies that are under 200, but we just very well can buy a multifamily. Like, we're buying one now, a 4-family that is over 500,000. I've bought ones that are over 600,000 because remember what we are. Even though we have different strategies, our primary investing purpose is for cash flow. And if it cash flows somewhere around 800 to 1,000, we're most likely going to buy it. So there's too much inventory in New Jersey for us to go outside the state that meets that criteria. So that's the reason we don't go out of state. So it's easy for us to find properties like that because of our network of realtors and wholesalers that they bring forth these deals. The difference between an agent, wholesaler, investor, is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Real estate agent, they're licensed to list and sell properties for buyers and sellers. Most agents deal in the retail market. Small amounts of them deal in the investing space because they deal with bank foreclosures. They may have short sales. Very few, not too many, because especially now because the market is hot, it's easy for them to sell retail deals. Wholesalers are individuals who find properties usually at a discount through their marketing efforts or their relationships. And then what they do is they usually, about 90% of the time, they sell it to their buyer lists. And they make a spread. So I'll give you an example. Like, let's say they are able to put it under contract for 100,000, and they know the property after fixed up is worth 250. They might assign that contract to another buyer for 130,000, and they'll make that $30,000 difference. So they're just making a spread between what they have it on the contract and what they're selling it to the end buyer for. An investor can be anybody. An investor can be an agent. It can be a wholesaler. It can be the general public. Anybody that is using any of the strategies in investing, from holding to wholesaling to flipping to development. I mean, you name it. That's just the general term for what we all do. Okay. Gary's asking about PA. I would like to invest in PA, but I don't know anybody in PA for us to deal in that market. But I need somebody very knowledgeable on the the local market of PA. They have to really, really know the market and explain to me the ins and outs of it before I'll start investing. And unfortunately, I'm going to tell you the honest truth that 90% of the realtors that I've been trying to get a hold of, either they never call me back, they don't really know who we are, or they really don't know the market. So I just never ventured into PA. But like I said, you know what, guys, if you're in the local market in New Jersey, or you're in the local market of where you are, depending on your strategy, do a better business analysis if your local market as an investor can meet everything you're looking for. Jin Woo says, what's the profit split if I'm an agent at KW and wholesale as an investor? That's a little confusing, the question. But what you could do is, Jin Woo, take down my cell phone number, text me, and then probably like early next week, we should get on a Zoom call and let's see what you're trying to do. And I would love to see what resource you could bring to the table, and we could start figuring out maybe how we can structure deals. Make sense? What else, guys? How much time we got, John?
I mean, he said we could just go until everyone gets sick of us and gets off.
All right. All right, guys. Like I said, there's our cell phone number. You're an agent. You're a wholesaler. You're just getting started in real estate. You're very experienced in real estate investing. Listen, hit us up. There's my cell phone. Contact me. Text me. I'd love to hear from you and see what we could do in business from the agent front, from the investor front. Thank you guys so much for joining the call, and I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you, guys. All right, David, we'll talk later. Bye.